Ruin.
Does this still work?
Yeah.
Me and Joe had fun last time with this.
Your mic is dope.
Yeah, it's a nice mic.
So, I just want to know, how are you guys doing? Because yesterday I had a pretty good day, and today, even though I didn't wake up at 5 as I wanted and start my workout, I had a group call for like almost 5 hours with my accountability partners. So, they decided to just combine all of us together just to save some time and to make sure that we organize things better. And just because we were all partners, like I was partners with one of my partners, Joe, and Joe was partners with one of my partners, Roland. So we just decided to combine forces, and there we go. So while the first call was pretty long, I had a great chat. And guys, if you've seen this, I really enjoyed that call. Can't wait to see you guys next week. By the way, guys, let me know what you think about this new seat cover. I put a whole. I literally just took a comfort seat cover for cars. It has like this nice little memory foam in it, as you can see. Um, and yeah, the padding is so nice. Um, I just like it. Look at it. It's so fucking gangster. Look at that. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Personally, for me, I love this cover. It's so comfortable. Feels like I'm like just hugging my pillow every time I sit down. And yeah, it just fucking looks badass. I don't know. Tell me, what do you think? Alright, so yesterday I didn't really have a goal in mind in terms of what I wanted to record, but I think now, since this morning I start off well. I woke up at 5:36 a.m. and I don't know, I was just lounging around waiting because it's a Sunday. It's not a workout day where it's a little bit more stricter, but it's just a normal day. All of my days are the same. I usually have a workout and then I do work. It's as simple as that. So basically, what this video is going to be is a day in the life. A day in the life of a kind of like an updated day in the life of, what an efficient day looks like. So it's raining outside a little bit, and I have to go on a 5 kilometer run or a jog. And yeah, usually in the morning I don't actually get up like straight away and like stretch. In this case for a Sunday, just because it's usually dark outside and like the sun only comes up until like 6. It only starts to brighten up a little bit at like 6:45, 6:30. So I usually wait until then. So basically what I did was just download a couple, bits of video, bit of music, and yeah, now I'm just stretching a little bit before I get on a run. Alright, and after some stretching, I change into my running gear. This is just a normal like breathable swimwear. Got some shorts on, and now it's like 7:10. Probably shouldn't have started at like 6:45 when it was just starting to brighten up, but oh well. Recording takes time, but it's all good. So the rain has kind of stopped for a little bit, but if worse comes to worse, I won't get soaked up in a t-shirt. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to 5 kilometer jog. I got my drink here. It's basically just green tea with a bit of honey that I like boiled from last night, and a pair of headphones. Alright, so it's 8 o'clock. Just finished my workout. Now I'm gonna go ahead and freshen up and start my work. Alright, so after I meditate and pray, and if you guys want to know what I use for meditation, I use the Insight Timer. It provides like just a really clean and simple way to set up a session, and it saves a like preset, and I don't know, I guess it's the best one that's worked for me so far. So yeah, that's what I use for meditation. And now it is, I think, like 9 o'clock now, so I'm a bit short on time. Yeah, it happens with recording, but yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and read my SBA worksheet that I've designed, since 2024, since the start of 2024, when I joined DL. And I'm also going to read the goal planning worksheet that I designed at the start of the year. It is now 9:15, like 9:17-ish. So I'm going to go ahead and whip up a coffee. So right here with my with my real world cup. This is just honestly, this is a beautiful mug. Yeah, whip up a normal, black coffee, no water, no milk, and some scrambled eggs, and then yeah, I'll see what I can do before church. And as you can see, I got the G ones on. I know it's 9 a.m, but recently I've just been putting these on regardless, because I don't know, it just keeps me focused on my work. It just really puts me in that state of mind to get deep, focused and efficient work, and make sure I'm getting things done, throughout the day. Alright, so got my eggs, got my coffee, and I only have about 6 or so minutes before I have to go to church. Unfortunately, it's a Sunday. I have church at like 10. I have to leave at 10. It is what it is, but because of the time constraint, I'll probably just do some really light tasks. So I have my journal here. Now, usually the night before, I will write down my POA, which is my plan of attack for the next day. So for the 7th of July POA, I ran down obviously all the things that I would usually need to get done, which is, learn in Digital Launchpad, just one module of any course of interest or relevance. Tick off my monk mode, read, and today I got, notes jar, checking up on one of my accountability partners, keeping track of my affiliate tracking links as I'm a beta affiliate again in DL, looking to move forward in my copywriting, do the POAs from yesterday and the day before, staying updated on communications, and just checking up on my package because it's been a week and there's no updates so far. So I'm a little bit worried. So yeah, I think for today I'm just gonna do some really light tasks for a second and chow down my scrambled eggs before church. Alright, so cleaned up my eggs. Couldn't have my coffee, but it's time for church, so I'm gonna go ahead and change and go to church, and afterwards we'll resume our work. Alright, so I'm back. It is almost 11 o'clock, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and rechange and continue on my work. Alright, changed up, got my watch, got my G1s, and now I'm just going to follow up on a few messages on Discord, tick off a few things on my journal, which I will also show you, and then yeah, get on to, kind of like the actual work. Right, so it is 12:20 now. I'm just sat here, right in front of my window, kind of getting some light into my eyes, because usually most of my work blocks are hours and hours on end long. If I do it right, it's usually about 5 hours in total. On a day like Sunday, I have church in between, and 5 kilometer run. It takes a little while. I wait for the day to kind of like brighten up and sunset to come before I kind of like do my run. And yeah, it just takes a little bit more time. Plus, I'm recording, so yeah, I recommend for you guys that if you're ever doing something like, staring at a screen for hours on end, at least, get just for 10 minutes, for 5 minutes, just in front of the window or just outside. No music, no phone, just get light into your eyes. Because usually for me, I feel really, really like tired. And usually my eyes start to kind of hurt, even in front of the screen, even with the blue light blockers on. So just getting a bit of light kind of like reactivates my eyes and prepares me for the second work block. So I'm just gonna sit here for 5-10 minutes, chill a little bit, and then get back to my second work block. Alright, so the break is over. It's 12:50 now. A little bit of a longer break, but I was just messing around, doing some importing, and yeah, just adjusting some things on my phone. So now it's a second work block. Now, one thing I want to note before we get into this work block is that I call it a work block, but really it's just time blocking, like time batching. It's not like work blocking or like work batching, whatever it is. It's like, when you batch tasks together. I just batch and I kind of organize my day in terms of blocks of time. So when I mean a work block, ideally that would be 5 hours straight, just on my computer, doing whatever I need to do within that time frame, and just ticking off my journal as I go. So, yeah, so for the second work block, I just have a little bit of, smaller tasks, communications, checking my affiliates on something, looking at my DL review script for, a second updated review. So really all small stuff before we get into, the heavy, more important stuff, even though I probably should learn to put that first. Regardless, these are pretty small, and I usually end up taking on the principle of work batching, so task batching, and just kind of like batching things together within the time frame that I have. That's just 5 hours of me staring at the screen. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to work. Alright, so it's 5 p.m. now. Just did a little, short brainstorming for the SBA worksheet, anything I would change, anything I would remove, what I would add, and yeah. So yeah, now for dinner, I guess I'm just gonna have some Hungry Jacks and watch a video. Alright, so dinner is done. It is 6:45, as you can see. I cut up some golden kiwi. Does that look delicious? It's a nice and sweet fruit, I guess, just as like a dessert. No, I don't know. Now, for the third work block, it's not really the most productive out of my entire day. Um, and obviously, so far, I've only been able to do mostly maintenance works. So, yeah, I'll see how I can manage with this. But usually, with the third work block, I'm just trying to wind down. I'm just trying to, kind of get ready for sleep and kind of finish off any tasks that I have, left for the day. So I left off on brainstorming for the SBA, doing some changes on that. I'm just gonna leave that for tomorrow. I don't need to carry on with that beyond the second work block. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and learn a module. So I think I will be doing within the winning store. If you guys don't know what that is the ecom program or dropshipping program. I'm going to do phase 6, module 1, which is about TikTok ads. It's called TikTok Triumph. Yet again, just want to remind you guys, I am not interested whatsoever in dropshipping. I do copywriting, but I'm just interested in getting more insight onto how do you run and operate TikTok ads. So I already finished, Pen and Profit and Six Figure Sales Rep. So now I'm just branching onto like the smaller programs like Digital Dawn, which is about personal branding, The Perfect Fit, which is about fashion. I'll get to that at some point. Go High Level to understand Go High Level. I think it's actually called High Level. Um, and yeah, so I'm just going through a couple phases that I see are relevant in the winning store, and then when I think I'm satisfied, then I'll move on to a program that's more applicable and more relevant. Yeah, with that aside, let's go ahead and put another time lapse, and I'm gonna go ahead and work. Alright, so I finished the module. It was just very basic. It was an introduction to TikTok ads. It was just about, the difference between TikTok ads and Facebook ads. Considering that Jordan Welch, he specializes in Facebook ads. That's how he succeeded in his dropshipping journey. So yeah, it was just about TikTok ads, how the hooks work, really simple stuff. So I'm looking forward to this phase. But it's 9:37 now, and it's time to start winding down. I really wouldn't have any heavy tasks now at this point to do, but yeah, I just want to wind down with reading. I got this book to read. This is, if I've mentioned before, I showed my new books, but I didn't tell you what I was reading because I was reading $150 million Secret. I finished that book. It's amazing yet again. I can't recommend it enough to go read that book. Just check out the description in my last video. It has it there for you. So I picked up a new book. It is the new elevator pitch by Chris Westphal. It's basically about just introducing yourself, networking, and really how to approach like pitching. It's not exactly pitching, but like just introducing yourself to people and how to entice people, etc. It's a really old book. I got it from a friend, and I think their family, they have like a really old like book collection of like old business books. Like if you've seen the covers for like the Robert Kiyosaki books I have, they're super old paperbacks, so it kind of just follows the same thing. But yeah, super grateful for this book so far. I've only read like 10, 20 pages, but yeah, let's go ahead and read. Alright, so reading is done. Now I think I have about like 20 minutes left of like my entire day until I have to go to sleep. So I think I don't really have time for like big tasks or any of that sorts. So looking at my journal, I think there's two things that I could try and kind of get done within like 19-18 minutes I have. Is first one, check on the GADZHI order that I did. It's been like over a week, and I don't know, I just haven't gotten a notification since like it's I don't know, been processed at Germany. So I'll just check that, and if there isn't a response, then I will send a email to support. And then another thing is just with Notion. Now, I'm not a big fan of Notion. I just use the very simple tools like Evernote to take my notes, as I've done recently, and Trello. It's really a simple text and image app that I use, and for me, I understood the platform from day one, and with Notion, I just can't seem to figure it out. It seems so complicated and so um, like definitely more advanced, but just that comes with more complication. And obviously for me, I want to keep things kind of simple. But what has caught my attention recently is this like visual habit tracker. I'll try and put up on the screen what it looks like, but it's basically like this, like this graph that you tick off, and it literally gives you a visual graph of how consistent you were with your task. And to me, I like that. I actually kind of like that visual chart of like gamifying your work. So I'm gonna see if I can figure that out. But first, let's go ahead and check the email. All right, so I'm not seeing any new stuff. That's a bit disappointing. So this is my order. It is the same update as before. Same with this one as well. Yeah, that's a bit disappointing. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and punch in a quick email. Hey, GADZHI team. Boom, there we go. Alright, there we go. There's the email. So yeah, I ordered 2 pairs of glasses and just a little bit worried about where it is. So would definitely like some updates on that. I spent $200, so I'd like to get something, Yeah, it's yeah, guys, it's 10:30. I think actually I want to cut it short. I said I was gonna look on Notion. Yeah, again, Notion's not a like priority to me. It's something that would be like a nice to do thing on the side. But nonetheless, that's the end of the day in life. Hopefully it wasn't too long. If it is, I'm so sorry. Just put it into X speed or something, or just skim through it. So long as you watch it, I cannot thank you guys enough for being able to stick around on my channel. So yeah, this is what a productive day looks like. I've never felt more immersed these past few days in my work than, since the past 6 months. So yeah, hopefully this will give you a little bit of an update on how I work around things. I've already written in my journal for tomorrow throughout the day, so yeah, no need to write it anymore. So yeah, that's basically it. That's basically what a productive day looks like. It's this day in and day out, every single day. Like the day doesn't really change too much. I work out 7 days a week, so every day, and preferably I want to wake up at the same time every single day. The only thing that would change is just like the amount of sleep I get, because usually from Tuesday to Saturday, that's when the DL calls are, and that's when it can get a bit tiring because I have to stay up. I have to take a nap and then go on the calls, and then go back to sleep again, then maybe have another call, and even not, I'm still breaking up my sleep constantly every time with alarms, and usually that's not the most efficient work there is. But I'm not going to drag this any longer, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, let me know down below any comments you think about how I run my day. Any criticism, how I could improve my videos. I know I have to speak less and kind of
give like less how do I say this, like I don't know, I just need to keep refining what I do and making sure I get sharper at my videos. And I talked about the content scheduler, so actually staying true to that. And yeah, just I have a lot of room to grow with this channel. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. I'll see you guys soon. So yeah, leave a like if you haven't subscribed already. Please subscribe to my channel. Good videos on the way, coming soon. Yeah, I guess that'll be it. I don't know, my brain is fried for the night, but I hope you have enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next video, and yeah, that'll be it for today. So take care, and I will see you soon.